that throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. 2nd and 5. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Lance Kendricks, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And once again the Raiders are back out in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping. That he takes off with it. It's a fake. He will push his way down to about the 14. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Called that a very strong gain of 24. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now the pass to Grant, and he's got it. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. First down, he'll drop to throw. And the pass complete to Ryan Graham. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Steps away. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that.
I'm so confused. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Meredith, 33 yards. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So the Raiders now down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. They need at least a field goal to send this Super Bowl to overtime as they come up on first down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Set and logo.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Ready?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run on first down. Richard. Demario Davis there on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it's...
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Oakland Raiders. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54, and we'll send you now to Miami, standing by to call their 4th Super Bowl together. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Oakland Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, very pleased to be with you. And the story, Charles, of the Oakland Raiders season, just an incredible one, really, in the East Bay. Folks not expecting much after a 4-12 season in 2018. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Martin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Down. 90 Wolf.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 2nd down, Richard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down. This is Richard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now Brown. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On first down, Richard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second and 1. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Flipper. Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go, go. Hey, Jet. Go.
On the ground, Richard. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jalen Richard, 51 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. And on that long run, maybe the deep. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders. Pick it up. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
70.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
This will be caught inside the 10. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
61. Match box. Right. 5.
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Lance Kendricks there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football. Nobody in front. Rashard Matthews. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Rashard Matthews, as the first half is winding down, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown, then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this. Second half. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead, tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
They'll run on first down. It's Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's Allen. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down now, it's Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first, here's Washington. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one...
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 27. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Squeeze.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders have taken the lead. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. He'll have a first down past the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Richard. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they are able to break the tie and... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jalen Richard with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll drop the throw. They'll find his running back here, Richard. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Got it? Look at me. Zipper. 5. Check.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. They start the drive with Martin. And he's got some space here. There goes Doug Martin. And he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever. Trophy as the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Super Bowl's over. The season is coming to a close. But before we usher you into the offseason, it's time for another edition of Believe It or Not.
Yeah!
Hey!
Let's go.
Guys,
Yeah.
the first time ever a rookie quarterback started and won the Super Bowl. Schrager, believe it or not, this kid is a legit franchise quarterback.
I hate to be dismissive of you or the segment, Cave. Of course, yes, he just won a Super Bowl as a rookie. I think he's not only the franchise quarterback for now, but we're talking 10, 15 years. It was unbelievable what he just did.
Kyle?
I had some doubts back in April. It's a really good look for me right now. But yeah, I mean, the guy's incredible. They struck gold in the draft. They found their franchise guy, Nate. This is it.
100%. We saw this dude go from college backup to NFL elite in one season. Listen, if his rookie season is any indication of what things are to come, oh yeah, it's going to get even better.
gentlemen, the season is officially wrapped up. Free agency is on the horizon. We've got lots to talk about, but first it's time for another edition of Believe It or Not. Hey, Kyle.
Adams.
Last April, you were pretty critical of a certain rookie quarterback.
Well, heaven forbid I should try to constructively criticize a young man to help him, but yes, I was way too hard on him. I was wrong. Yes,
Okay, well, believe it or not, after just one season, he has established himself as a franchise QB.
Yeah, what am I supposed to say here, Peter? He checks all of the boxes. This dude is absolutely a franchise quarterback. It's over.
Nate?
Listen, no argument from me. My man was incredible this year.
And I think incredible doesn't even do it justice.
No?
After the season he just had, I feel like this kid could not only end up being incredible, but he could potentially be one of the all-time greats of the sport. I can't wait to see what he does next year.
Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft whenever you're ready.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock.